Hello. Hello, everyone. How are you? You okay? If you come by, want to come on in? Hello. Hello, Martine. Hello, everyone. Everyone. Whimsy31, welcome in. Please be seated or stand, wander, pace. Please make yourself very comfortable. Tonight is broadly going to be a kind of faffing around stream. There's a couple of things I want to make and want to do, and I simply want to do them now. I don't want to wait. Hello, matey fighty. How are you? You may have seen that Mando's has now been publicised for the World Transformed this year. That'll be fun. That's just gone public, which is nice. This evening, I want to try and work on a couple of features. If they elude me, then we'll do something else. One specific thing that I think is in my power, that I've been thinking about for a bit, is the idea of the chat being able to set timers, specific timers for things. That could be deadlines for things, time to move on. If I start talking about a topic or we start doing something that's like a deviation, I could say, chat, 5 minutes on this. Give me 5 minutes to talk about turtles, and then we'll get back. And I think that will give my ADHD brain a little bit of clear direction to swivel back to the point at hand, and also allow chat another method of control. There are two other things I want to look at, which one I think is too hard for me at the moment, which is to create a random thing picker of which the objects within it and the odds of different choices coming up being entirely controllable by the chat. That's a much bigger project, and I don't think I can do that at the moment because I think it's too complicated. Another thing I think I could do, though, is a kind of naughty step for the stream. A kind of triggerable punishment mode that the stream can go into when, for example, people might say Dr. Piss when I don't want them to.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Thank you very much, Probable Zero, for the subscription. I'm thinking of making something called the Naughty Bucket, where the entire stream gets put in a bucket if it's misbehaving. I realise I don't have a lot of recourse when I think the stream's misbehaving. Am I on the quiet side? I've been recording a lot of other things. Hello, hello, hello. How about now? Should be louder now. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hang on. Oh, I see. How about now? That should be a big boost. There we go. Mellifluous. Yeah. I don't want to have to raise my voice. I'd rather be silken. I want to be a siren song. I want to lure people's boats to be dashed. Good. One of the very, very basic things that I should check, that is my obligation to look after. However, I won't, and borderline, I can't. So the more ways I give stream the ability to tell me what's up, what I should do, and redirect my attention, I say 70 to 80% of the time that works in my interest. And the other 20% is just a small tax I pay on being well looked after by all the little usernames that scroll on my little monitor here. I really live a blessed life. I'm well attended to. And if I can't get anything to work, I'm just going to sack it all in and play Into the Breach, which I'm currently obsessed with. I'm going to be an Into the Breach MLG player by the end of the month. Good. So it's going to be a bit faffy. It's going to be me faffing around. There'll be a lot of programming and a lot of me being confused and a lot of me testing something. And then when we got the the timer done, we can then aesthetic the timer and work out how we want it to look and how we want it to sound. Also, if anyone wants to, I am still. And by the way, Summer, the zine got posted very recently. It's been rained a lot, and I didn't want to go to the post office, and someone didn't send me their correct address, so it slowed things down. But that is now sent. Into the Breach had a big update. Big update. Into the Breach is very good. Into the Breach is kaiju chess puzzles. I am still selling egg. Oh yeah, of course. When I say egg, Nightbot says egg back. So whenever you put in exclamation mark egg, it's going to say egg. Yeah, there's just been a massive free update. Oh, your egg was evil.
Egg.
I can never understand why one of the eggs is evil. Maybe Nightbot should have a custom egg. Maybe Nightbot should get a custom egg. What should Nightbot's egg look like? A robot?
Egg.
Like a robotic egg?
Egg.
Robot egg?
Egg. Egg. Egg.
Oh, there are robot eggs.
Egg. Egg.
Oh yeah, Eggman. Sonic's enemy. That guy's
egg.
Well, he is not himself a robot egg. He has. What is this? There's some sort of. Hang on. Come here. Little bit of lodge.
Egg.
Little bit of lodge. Let's get looking at things. There's a desktop companion robot egg. What does it do? I'd love a companion that's just an egg.
Egg.
Panasonic has announced that it developed a desktop companion robot with human-like movements and communication skills. The robot, developed as a proof of concept, debuted at the Panasonic booth at CES 2017 at Las Vegas, Nevada, US during the January 5th to 8th. But what does it do? This, presumably, has already been shown off to potential investors. That is the same website I'm already on.
Egg.
I want to know more about the Panasonic robot egg. Do I? Panasonic's robot companion is a cute projector trapped in an egg. That's not bad. I don't like trapped. Why can't it just be formatted into the shape of an egg?
Egg.
How can egg have human-like movement? I feel like I've got some egg-like movement. I think somewhere we can meet in the middle.
Egg.
The robot doesn't have a name. I think it's something. I think it's just an Alexa-ish thing, but you can tell it to project images. Oh, it's too big. It must be big. Are you big? You're not big. You're not big at all. Okay, just didn't save to my clipboard the first time round. Do you think the Nightbot's egg should be me saying robot egg? Do you think it should be robot egg?
Egg.
Is an egg an orb? No. No. Orbs are perfectly circular, whereas eggs are ovoid. Seems pretty.
Egg.
This is cut and dry stuff, I think. Robo egg.
Egg.
Okay, and then if we just bring Robo egg into the fold.
Egg.
Robo egg. And then we pop that in its relevant little spot. Robo egg. And roughly egg sized. We all know how big an egg is. And then maybe me saying Robo egg. Robot egg. I could say it like that. Is the planet an orb? Yes. Although I think the planet bulges a little in the middle, but I'll let it go. I think a basketball also bulges a bit in the middle.
Egg.
Doesn't mean it's not an egg. Robot egg. Robot egg. Good. And now, you gotta save it as an OGG. Pretty bad. Robot egg. Robot egg. It's saved to a lossy format. I can live with it. I can live with that. Robot egg. That's probably you here. Oh no, hang on. These don't actually go out through that. These don't go out through that. Must be some animal that has orb eggs. Yeah, absolutely.
Egg.
Ducks. I think I heard. I've heard that ducks have robotic eggs. Orbular eggs. Orbified eggs. Okay.
Egg.
Copy, and we'll now paste a case statement that is Nightbot. And then once we look at the commands inside, we can change it to Robo. Did I call it Robo Egg or Robot Egg? I call it Robot Egg or Robo Egg. Robo Egg with capitals. .png. What's wrong with me? Robo Egg, I'll call it. All
Egg.
lowercase. And I'll pop it in the little egg bit. Robo Egg goes in the egg bit. Cool. And now, if I make it go little, go away. Don't let me see you. Robo Egg. Robo Egg. And if we change this, not to that, but to Robot Egg, then theoretically now we don't have the Nightbot double up issue. So now if we tell Nightbot to do this,
Egg.
Robot Egg, you get my egg. I don't have my own egg, you know. I don't actually have a custom egg. One day I will. But now we've got Robot Egg. It's that simple. Okay, so let me show you where I am with these timers, because I want a little timer. I've got so far as to it knowing how to pull out the information. So what I want it to be is that someone in the chat could write ! 10, and then it would be like handstand. It would mean in 10 minutes I've got to do a handstand. And I know how to get it to rip the bits out. So I'll show you. Show you what I mean. So if we were to get these things together, currently it says flower 5. But if I say timer 10 handstand, it understands and it would go handstand 10. Yeah? And because it can pull those out, the 10 will get turned off into making the length of the timer, and the handstand will make the name of the timer. And then what I want is for it to keep track of the timer, and every time there's a minute to go, it'll sort of fade back up and say handstand 9, like on the minute, handstand 8. And then when it reaches handstand 0, it'll play a little thing and go bing bong, bing bong, bing bong. I haven't worked out what noise it should make. These are the things I'm going to do tonight. But it should be like bing bong, time to stand on your hands. Obviously, it can't say that because I can't record me saying that for every single word, command, action, or verb. So it probably have to be something generic, like a noise, a beep, an alarm, the sound of me clicking. Hey! Hey! That's quite rude, actually. It's quite rude to do that. Sometimes it feels worse to be the recipient of rude behaviour that you've recorded for yourself. I feel slightly more offended at me being rude to me. What about reception desk bell? Very tinny, very sharp sound. Cuts through anything. Cuts through my brain like a big knife. Like a big knife. You get really good at handstands. Yeah, where would that get me? Reception music. Where will that get me in the fullness of time? What about a Buddhist temple gong? That's not bad. That's not bad. Big old gong. Yeah, I could have a little gong bath every time it's time for me to change what I'm doing. Now, what we need to do is turn the 10 into a timer. Handstand is fine. And then every interval that time, it'll bring it back up. And we've just got to test this. We've got to put it in, work out how that would ever work. So what we have now is we've made a timer here using the length of the time. OBS error specified source doesn't exist. Where? What possible thing is? What possible thing is looking for a source? I don't know what you're on about. OBS error. Error specified source doesn't exist. Status error message ID. What are you talking about? What have I still got that thing at all that wasn't working? Nope. Don't know. I don't know what it's looking for. Hello, Moore. It shouldn't be too complicated. Moore, you're a computer, aren't you? I've heard that you touch a USB keyboard for work. You compute a lot. You might be a valuable asset to me, because inside my brain is a big hole where understanding how programs work it's another big landfill I'm trying to fill with understanding. I'm trying to become the next Fox Dog, and I'm approximately 20 years behind. But I think I understand. So, show more a capture to check if they're a computer. I think a good enough computer could. If more was really a computer, more would fail a capture. If more was maybe a calculator, or a printer or a fax machine, maybe. But that's not my suspicion. Okay, so I think there's something that you can do, which is like wait for an amount of time. Wait for timeout. Timeout in milliseconds. But then what happens? What happens after you've waited for a timeout? What happens then? Shouldn't you trigger something? Wait for user choice. What are you talking about? Message to show. What are you talking about? Wait for user choice. Well, we have to go straight to the documentation. Wait for. Yeah, wait until would be even better. Wait until a variable exists. Pauses all the button commands from executing until the specified variable exists. Wait until variable is. Pauses all button commands from executing until that variable gains a specific value. Interesting. But will it even update to know the yeah, apparently certain words, even if it's derogatory in a kind of Saturday morning American cartoon way, they often violate Twitch's terms of service. So I couldn't write the word creeping. Like, for some reason in titles of streams you can't even write things like dweeb, doofus, dingbat. All of these are just, I've not tested them. I'll try that. Dweeb, doofus, dingbat. No, you can. I'll update without those words in. Interesting that you went for creep and not crep. Crep is crap. Creep is CRIEP would be pronounced creep, whereas crep is crep, right? I still want it to read phonetically creature creep. Wait. Hang on, what am I doing? Wait for timeout. Pauses all the buttons and commands from executing until a specified timer reaches 0. This way you can delay your commands by using variables. Interesting. That is exactly what I want. Wait for timeout. And it says that in milliseconds. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the timer length, and then we're going to times it, because I want the timer length in minutes, and we'll times it into milliseconds, which would be 6,000. What's a minute in milliseconds? Minute in milliseconds. 60,000. There are 60,000 milliseconds in a minute. That's mad. Oh no, it's because a millisecond is 1,000 seconds, and so a minute is not 6 seconds; it's 60 seconds. Yes. Of course. I don't know why I thought it should be 6,000. That's why I gotta check everything. So. I know. I've got it, right? We do an f variable. And we say it's going to check what the value of the timer is. And Oh, actually, the timer. Oh, the delay is in seconds. Okay, so it wants... Oh, how do I do this? I do like this times this, maybe? Right, it wants it in seconds. So if you want it in seconds, do it times it by 60. Is that correct? Is that correct? Let's find out. Let's find out. So, I'm just going to check if that bit of maths is correct. I'm also going to turn that button off. I'm going to check if I formatted that correctly.
Ah, Dr. Plem. It's got that taste that you just won't forget.
Thank you so much to our sponsors, Dr. Plem. Okay, can people please try exclamation mark timer, then an amount of numbers, then a space, and then a word. Currently, it's handstand 10. I want to see if... Oh, maybe it's checking the wrong thing. Maybe it's checking the wrong thing. This will take ages. This is going to take... Oh, hang on. Hang on. I understand the problem. I understand the problem. I need to make a new thing. I need to make a new thing. Thank you, Red Coyote. I'm probably going to have to put a cap on the timer length. Nah, why? Why should I? Why should I? I don't have to do anything. Okay, let's call this actual timer length. Actual length. And this should be the one that's times by 60. So I'll just write the word poo in there now, just so we know. And then we'll... And then we will... Now, do you know what? I don't need to do any of this stuff. I'll just march ahead and assume it works, and we'll troubleshoot that later. So, the timeout will be in milliseconds, so that should be timer length times by 60,000. Because it's presuming minutes. So if you want to go from minutes to milliseconds, it's 6 times 60,000, I think. And so every minute, it's going to wait. And then... No, how do you re-trigger? I need it to re-trigger up. I need it to go in a loop until something ends. So maybe I need a sort of a re-trigger. Re-trigger or something like that. How do you make it go in a little loop? Do you know what? I saw something the other day that was supposed to show me how to do this. Nah, it was me trying to make a randomizer. Maybe a loop or something like that? Statements and loops. How do you make a loop? Loop must trigger again in here. Commands inside the re-enable block will be repeated for X number of times with X milliseconds of delay between each repeat. You can use break command to stop the loop if certain conditions are met. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want. Okay. Yeah, poo doesn't currently do anything. I'll get rid of poo. As long as you're all having fun. As long as you're all having fun. So, what we want is re-enable. Sure, re-enable. Repeat interval. It should be 60,000. But for now, let's just say it's 6,000 and it will do it every second. Amount -1. Or unlimited. -1 for unlimited. It should probably be the same as the time. No, we'll just do... How many times should this happen? How many times should this happen? If the repeat interval is every second, then the amount of times that it should happen should be the timer length it should do it for only as many seconds as there are in the timer. So if you want that in seconds, no, it should be doing timer length times. Oh, I'm getting confused now. Times 6,000. Yeah, I think, because we want it to happen only as many seconds as there is, and then it will make an if statement. I think, I hope, I hope, and it will say, oh, and the first thing it will need to do is it will need to get the value of the current timer, right? Timer get value. So it will say, what's the timer name? The timer name is ! Timer name. And the variable name will be called name of timer. I just have to recreate the same timer names a lot. Okay. Oh no, sorry, it'll be timer value. Timer value. So if the timer value is greater than 0, then what we're going to do is we are going to re-update. And the timer value is in seconds, I think. So we will have to, if it is before the timer value, then we'll update the timer number with this, I think. Then we'll put this back in and it will re-push else. And if it does equal 0, if it's not the case that the timer value is greater than 0, then it will break. And it will say, stop repeating this, we're done here. And we will break. Oh, or else do nothing, maybe. Oh. If the timer, I feel like I've got too many things doing exactly the same job here, but we'll test it out. Hello, BizJosie. Okay, I'm going to hit save now. It should update all of this, and then we'll test, and then we'll spend the rest of the stream working out why this doesn't work. So let's do something very, very simple. Timer 10, smile. It's not working. Okay. It's not working. That's what I'm seeing. That's because it's waiting for the timeout of the entire thing, is why. It's waiting for 10 whole minutes to elapse, I think, is the problem. I think this wait for timeout is stopping it doing anything. So I'm going to delete that. No, turn it off. Just turn that off. Oh, it is off. It is off. Never mind. So it can't be that. Unless this is wrong. So let's look at yellow box parameters. And how to times things. Multiply. Multiplers. Tell me how to multiply things. It's not a search term you recognize. Just show me how to multiply things. Just show me the right format for multiplying something. Yeah, you've not included a number there, Red. Maybe once it works, I'm going to have to include loads of statements to stop people doing it wrong and trying to break it. Because of course I'll have to. What is the right way? Numbers. Numbers. Tell me how to multiply them, please. Oh, you just don't want to tell me. Oh, no. What's it called? What are they called in programming? Functions or something? Operators. Tell me the operators. There we go. Okay. And that's... The following example shows the usage in yellow boxes. So if I want to multiply, I do equals multiply. Fine. Was it... Yeah, multiply equals. Maybe this is what I was doing wrong. Oh, it didn't like that. Timer 5 flowers. Oh, it's completely broken. It really doesn't want to work now. What have I done wrong? What have I done wrong here? Why hasn't that done anything? Timer 10 Jackanory. Why isn't this working? Okay, if I turn everything off from below a certain point, just to the stuff I had before, then it should work. Timer 7 Clobber. What? What? Did one of you break it? I feel like one of you's done something wrong. Albrat. The first time saying anything today and you've completely broken my timer. I actually do not know why this is broken, which maybe shouldn't surprise anyone. No, it actually can't be. It doesn't make any sense that that would be what broke it. I don't know how I broke it. I genuinely have no idea what's done this. Let's work it out, shall we? Turn that off. Turn everything off that's of any interest. Turn off anything that's any use to us. And then it should just print timer number, timer edit, and timer name. Yeah, and none of these are getting updated. Is it because of the break? I don't understand.
Egg.
Maybe these all need a delay in them or something. But now that they're all off, perhaps. Maybe that's... Timer 7 globule. I just don't understand. I have no idea. Yeah, makes sense. That's working. I feel like I've truly bust something up. I think I've smashed something to bits. That's the global variable. Show me the local variables, please, if you don't mind. Somewhere in here. Hang on. Do I get button ID? ID 28. What are your variables then? Timer 10 smile. Why are you not updating these? Timer 0. Gleb gleb. Timer title. Timer hell. But why? Why is it broken? Why is it broken? Is egg working?
Egg.
Egg works.
Egg.
Robot egg?
Egg.
Robot egg. Robot egg works. What's going on here? How have I broken it? Everything after a certain point's turned off. I don't bloody understand it. I don't get it. How have I broken this? I'm going to turn the whole thing off and on again. A free version of Salmon is limited to a certain number of functional scripts. When did
Egg.
this come in? Thank you, Albert. You had me going. I shouldn't tell you this. I don't think this is in my interest at all, but I'm very easy to trick. I'm easy to trick. I believe anything negative, any negative incoming information, I think that'll be right. That'll be right with the way things are going these days. That'll be it. Okay. Timer 8, 7. Cleethorpes. Just restarted it. I think maybe someone did break it. It could have been me. I quite strongly believe it was Oracle or Red, as that would suit me a lot better. Okay, now that I know that it was broken by malicious actors, we're ready to just get right back into it. Yeah, it's people trying to break it again.
Egg.
I have a strong belief that it's very easy to break while I'm building it. But, what am I supposed to do, eh? How am I supposed to stop you? Why am I building this on stream? Okay, so I've turned everything back on. Oh. There's been a fatal error, but we can learn a lot from seeing what the error is. So, error in action number 1, a step event for object active bottom, a real argument, incorrect type defined. Oh, but all the error lines are... Yeah, copy that. Copy that. What's the issue here? Yeah, I knew it would be send to extension, command line 11. Okay, let's take a look at that. Don't do anything. Command line 11. Oh. 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 All right. Let's just work out how to actually multiply stuff before we do anything else. So, turn everything off again. And we're just going to learn how to multiply. And we need a new text thing. We need a new text thing here. Right, we'll bring back poo, which I've called poo should show the actual length. Wish I hadn't written poo. I'm going to change that. Artichoke. There we go. That's a bit more refined. That's a bit more of a nice name for something. It's called artichoke now. Passing the blame. I don't think I was passing the blame. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and do maths to the number, and then check that number is the one we think it should be. So it's probably just going to be set local variable, and that will be timer length multiplied equals 60, and then we'll call that timer in seconds. I think. Yeah, timer in seconds. I'll just call it timer seconds. That's really clever of me doing that, actually. That's quite smart. And then we will print that out to a new... We'll print that out to a new text thing. And I'll call this timer in seconds. Currently it says artichoke. Yes, because I wrote that in. I wrote that in myself because it previously said poo and that embarrassed me. Timer seconds, and then we'll print it out here. Right? Timer seconds, and we'll tell it just print out whatever number you've got for timer seconds. Okay? And then now if we do a little test, it should say timer 10, and then you could say Yorkshire. It doesn't like it. Command line 11, you're saying? Command line 11 is what you're saying. Command line 11 was off, my friend. Command line 11. Oh, it's still this. Okay. It's wrong. It's wrong to do it like that. But I asked you, how do I multiply? And you said to do it like this. You said, this is for the usage in yellow boxes. Okay, you've broken it again. Don't do any until I fix this, because it will just crash if you try to do it currently. Yellow box. Oh, I put it in brackets. Why have I put it in brackets? No one's told me to do that. No one's told me to do that, have they? I've made that up. Timer 8 Doncaster. Now it doesn't do anything. Timer 8 Doncaster. Doesn't do anything now. Why is this always so difficult? Oh, it's because it had lost connection to itself. Okay, timer 8 Doncaster. No, it's just undefined. Undefined, that sounds like a load of bollocks to me. That sounds like a load of absolute BS shit. BS shit. What's it talking about? Timer length times 60. Variable operators. The significance in white and yellow boxes. This is the usage in yellow boxes. If you want to multiply, you do asterisk and then an equal sign. Okay, I understand. The following examples show the usage in yellow boxes. Oh, and now you're saying do it like this. Variable operators. I don't understand at all. I don't understand at all. But what I will try and do is this. See if that's correct. Might be. Timer 100. 199. What's another word? I feel like I know a lot. Pi. Yes, undefined doesn't work. Why? There must be another thing here where I've timed something by something else. There must be. I must have timed something by something else somewhere. Well, apparently I've done it like that. Look at that. Minus equals. In brackets, minus equals. Look at that. I guess that's it. In brackets. With no spaces like that. Maybe that's it. It's just broken it. Am I just really bad at reading and understanding something? I feel like every time I get confused, I look at the documentation, I cannot understand what I'm supposed to do. But not just with this, with everything in my entire life. Something's not working in front of me, and I look at the instructions, and I do not understand what it wants me to do. And you might say that my job isn't just to skim and look at the first thing that slightly resembles what I am after. I need to just read it slowly and think about what it says. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm only willing to do this thing. I'm only exclusively willing to do this. Skimming and saying, what the hell? Okay, it could be because one of these things is a variable. So maybe I need to... Well, I have to get the variable in there. Because if I try to... What else can I do? It's a variable, it's a number. Is it actually a number, though? Is it actually 100% definitely a number? Is it actually definitely a number at this point? Yes, string to number. The string has been taken and it's been saved as a number. And that's what that does, right? String to number. String to number. Yeah, save the real value. So I've got a real value and I just want to multiply it. Why is it not? Why is it not doing that? You can execute complex math operations in every parameter box using a mixture of variables and real values. That's what I want to do right here. Note that there is a significant difference between white and yellow boxes. Don't worry, this is a yellow box. And so what do I want to do here? I want to multiply. So it says here, Example without parentheses. Each time you want Sammy to execute any kind of math, you need to wrap the whole sequence in parentheses. Okay. That's in parentheses. Oh. Oh. Those two characters are the wrong way around. Thank you, Moore. Thank you for popping in. Sorry that it's just me being frustrated, but this is what I've intended, and this is what I planned and expected, and this is what there is. Germaline. Still doesn't work. It still doesn't work. I've just crashed the whole thing again. Why? Variable number string. Set a local variable. And that variable name is timer seconds. But that's just a variable. That doesn't even know to be a number, does it? Doesn't matter. That does not matter. Oh. Multiplies equals. Hang on. What does it mean to set a variable like that? What does that mean to do that? Multiplies equals. Well, what would it mean to set a variable like this? This is awful. This was the one I thought I could do this. I could probably just whip this up like a little sandwich. Have you put equals x multiplied instead? Yeah, I have. This was the one I thought, this will just be a little doddle. I'll just have this up and running, then we'll work on the aesthetics of it as well, and you know? Do you know, and it's not that I'm sad or I'm kicking myself. It's that I know I'm pig-headed enough just to sit and keep doing this until it works. With absolutely no regard for whether you guys give a shit at all. And it's going to be very, very hard to convince me to move off of this. Do you know? I'm trying to create a function that can get me to move off of things once I'm completely tunnel visioned onto something. This idea of a chat controlled timer can let me transition out of these ridiculous obsessive deviations. But I can't even make it. Can't even build it. The very solution to this problem of me spending the rest of this stream working on this, even though it's not going to work, I can't implement it. And you also can't distract me off it onto something more interesting. It's a catch-22. And this even isn't the complicated bit. I literally just want to multiply a number. This isn't remotely complicated stuff. I just don't know how it wants me to format multiplying a number by 60. It's so... the problem is so trivial. It's so boringly trivial. Literally, I've already conceived of how to set the timer and do the intervals and get it to recheck itself in a loop. That's the hard bit. I just don't know how it wants me to multiply a number. It's silly.
Nalon Eccles tip £10. Keith Chegwin, an egg with the face of famed TV comedian Keith Chegwin.
Thank you so much, Nalon Cole. That's how to get me off it. All right, let's go. Let's go. We got an egg to make. By the way, Nalon Cole, if you'd like to have your own voice saying egg, you can send that to me. You can DM me on Discord. You can get it to me however way you are able. It's a stickler for etiquette. Have you tried timer length? Oh, I see. I haven't tried it. I think it would crash it. But I really am willing to try anything. Hello, Bread Santa. Let's see if we can get a good high res Cheggers. Keith Chegwin. Oh, that's quite nice. That's a Cheg. that's a Cheg. Okay. Now, given the egg-likeness of this head, how do we really make clear that this isn't Chief Kegwin's head? It is an egg. How do we eggify it? I'm probably already overthinking it. I think we can egg it pretty easy. So we'll get an egg. The creator of the egg that broke Instagram. I'm not going to learn about that. What an intriguing title. Very good headline writing. I will never learn about this egg. I have egg concerns of my own. Okay, so I think the real aim here is to transplant Chegger's features onto this egg. So I want to keep the hair. I think the hair's good. Good hair. But what we want to do is fade off a lot of his natural face textures. Keep his face, obviously. In fact, actually, I want to split him into two things. Let's apply his hair to the egg separately to everything else. But let's do so with grace, decorum, and give Chegwin, for once, a bit of goddamn dignity and respect. So once this is just hair, we can sort of stretch it over the top of the egg. At the moment, it doesn't conform entirely to the egg's shape. Doesn't conform completely, but we're getting there. It's looking pretty nice already, I would say. We just need to transform it a little bit. We just need to, just like that, I think we'll do. And then we're going to do another Cheg for the face. Now, my aim with the face here is going to be to, and we don't need the hair on here because the hair is, as I say, the hair is being dealt with separately. So we're just going to Cheg up the head here. Now that we have the outline sorted, we're going to go in and we're also going to make a finer brush here. Because like I say, we want people to really see him and believe that the texture of his head is exactly the same as the texture of this egg. And it involves a much more gentle approach than you might imagine. Because you want to keep some of that texture as well. You want to keep the depth of the mouth. You want to believe that the mouth really is a hole that goes into the egg. There we go. And we just lightly brush on the skin tones that are closer to the wrinklier features. And then, and I think this is the all-important part, is we're really going to increase the size of the face to really bring it in. And then we combine that with this. That's a Cheg. Probably the world's first Cheg. There we go. I think that's quite nice. We've got all this junk in the way, of course. All of this junk that you don't need to see. All that matters now is that at some point I get this undefined sorted.
Egg.
That's Cheg. Okay, Cheg. And in the absence of Nalone recording something, at least for now, I'll put in a provisional Cheg. 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 There we go. I think what makes a good egg noise is no enthusiasm.
Egg.
Okay, now that's an egg.
Egg.
That is an egg. Okay, let's bring in Cheg, and then alone you can test. You can test that Cheg is working for you. So call the Cheg a Cheg.
Egg.
I don't mince my words. I call the Cheg a Cheg. Okay, there it is.
Egg.
There's our Cheg. Oh, thank you. You've given me another egg to use as a bit of a size guide. Lovely.
Egg.
Then we'll get rid of our Chegg,
Egg.
and then we'll just pop you in. So, copy, paste, and a lone curl. Chegg. I think I just called him Chegg. Yeah. Chegg. Chegg. Okay, Nalone, can you please say egg?
Egg. Egg.
Yes. Oh. Nalone, did you say egg? And it didn't give you Chegg? Josie, yes,
Egg.
it is a .og. For egg, you want og. Okay. Oh, yep. Soz hard. Accidental
Chegg.
nesting. There we go. Chegg is here. Now one more Chegg, just for good measure.
Egg.
Chegg. You're getting an egg and a Chegg. You're getting an egg and a Chegg. You're getting an egg and a Chegg. I don't understand why. Is that lucky? You're getting an egg and a Chegg. Oh, no one should get an egg and a Chegg. It simply shouldn't be possible.
Egg.
It really shouldn't do that. Because it doesn't do that for anyone else, and it's just the same thing copied for everyone.
Egg.
Chegg. I don't understand. I don't understand. Let's restart it. Just restart it again. Why is that broken? Okay, can you say Chegg now, please? Might not like things changing while it's in the same session. I don't know. Chegg. Necknil, did you say egg at the same time that Nalone said egg? Was that Nalone's double egg, or was that a Necknil egg?
Egg.
You did not. Why is Nalone getting a Chegg? Getting an egg with
Egg.
the Chegg. Yeah, we all get single eggs. And Bread Santa,
Egg.
who's got a custom egg, just gets one egg.
Egg.
But Nalone gets a Chegg and egg.
Egg.
Robot egg.
Egg.
I do like robot egg. I think robot
Egg.
egg's funny. Oh, you've just crashed it. Mighty fight you. Did Bread Santas have a sequel? No, I think Bread Santas is a standalone, but don't test now because Mighty Fighty's crashed it. So you can try now though. Wait, no, give it a second. I think it's coming in. I think you just need to see this little red thing. Yeah, that needs to go green.
Egg.
You see a normal one poking out the top. Huh. Who else
Egg.
has got a custom egg? Why is it permanently egged? Hang on. Egg.
Egg.
Okay. Okay, alright. I think we're in business. No more crashing anything, I think.
Egg.
Okay,
Egg.
well who's... Well, maybe it does have a little one poking out behind it.
Egg.
I just don't understand anything anymore.
Chegg.
But what I will say, I know because Bread Santa doesn't have a custom. Okay, the only way for me to check this, I think, is for me to make myself my own egg and see if that happens with that. What egg do I want? Long egg, probably. Nah, I'll let someone else have a long egg. I feel that's not fair. I'll have a bad egg for now and then make myself a better egg later. Horrible egg. Ugh. Oh, that's horrible.
Egg. Egg.
Chegg. Yeah, so
Egg.
the way it works is that it has special
Egg.
cases.
Egg.
So if
Egg.
such and such a variable is true, and then it has a default case, which should, I thought in theory, be if none of the other things are true, then do this. So it shouldn't do both.
The friend Oracle of Truth tipped £5. Egg please. I'd like a Tom York egg please.
No problem. Oh, here we go. Already got a great image.
Egg.
And I already have got my celeb egg.
Egg.
Got my celeb egg template up and running. So, and then maybe Oracle can shed some light. Okay, I think it worked all right last time. We'll do one for the hair and one for the face. Basically the same as before. Hair first. How much did you pay
Egg.
for personal egg? Whatever you like. I haven't really set a price to it. If ever I'm overwhelmed by egg requests, I will jank up the price. Right now the price
Egg.
is whatever. Ooh, that's looking nice. That fits like a little peach. Okay,
Egg.
wonderful. Let's get rid of the hair for a second.
Egg.
Okay, because of the existence of a beard, probably can't. I like putting the. I like the idea of keeping the heads kind of really central, but this one can't go too central because I think a
Egg.
beard needs to live in a beard place. So let's stay true to the immersion of the egg. Let's just try and we'll lower the opacity. Let's start getting subtle. Let's start showing a bit of care and gentleness here as we start painting the beard on a little bit here. Just only to the borders. We're already hitting some problems here. We're already hitting some problems here due to the relatively thin jaw. Okay, we'll go in again. We need to show gentleness. Gentleness and respect. If you want people to believe in the egg, you got to believe in yourself while you make the egg. Right, you can't let the doubt go into the egg. Or yourself, you know. I've come to a point where I'm not even making an egg. And at that point, I'd like to have absolute faith in myself. I'd like to believe I've got what it takes. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, laying a little bit too much shadow escape here.
Egg.
And of course, we should fade it out at points. Points where there
Egg.
might be a bit too much ear. That can't possibly be an ear, though. That's down by the nostril. Hang on. Oh no, the bottom of your ear is actually sort of
Egg.
parallel to your nostril. Maybe Tom York is in fact normal.
Josie
Yeah,
Russell tipped £5. May my egg be Gudetama.
You of course can have a Gudetama egg coming up right after Tom York egg. Good. I think I need to increase the flow and decrease the opacity. But I think this is a good egg coming along well. I think I'm picking up a little bit of. I'm getting pretty handy at these eggs.
Egg.
Oracle, do you have any interest in it being your voice saying egg? Unlike Chegwin egg, it's not an obvious thing to say.
Egg.
It's not just egg. Yeah, no problem. You send it, I'll convert to OGG. We'll have a great time. Well,
Egg.
in some ways this one could be better. But why not make it better in different ways? If it had a bit more contrast, for instance, you feel a bit more of the depth. Like this, like so. Yeah, that's nice. And maybe if we put even a bit more red in. Nah, it's too much. Too much. You want him to contrast against the egg. Yeah, there we go. That's quite nice. And of course, if we pop the hair on, it doesn't even look like an egg. It just looks like his head. It doesn't feel like I've done anything to the image. Feels like the fact that we know it's an egg is sort of an Easter egg. Oh, I can't seem to get rid of this ear. Maybe this ear is actually a remnant from the... Yeah, this ear is a remnant from the hair. The egg is too short for the horse voice, unfortunately. The best, I think. I think that's good. I think that's quite nice. It's like something you might find in the Berserk universe. Okay, I'll call it Tom Yegg. At some point, something will come through on Discord that I can link in. Control-click the thumbnail of the egg layer, and you'll select the egg boundaries for easy erasure of the outside of the egg. Albright, that would have been so useful if I was paying any attention. I'm too ignorant to tutorialize, even at the best of times. Okay, Tom Yegg in place. Well, I feel like I don't want to copy the Nalone Cull. Something's up with that. Gnome Jerome's never used their egg. Plem's been around to claim their egg, though.
Egg.
And then we'll pop in an Oracle one. Here. Oracle of Truth. With capitals. Oh, and we need to put Tom Yegg in. Image. Tom Yegg.
Egg.
And let's hear this.
Egg.
Very good. Download. Pop it in egg. Call it egg 1. You can't have egg 1. I'll call it Oracle egg. Or Oracle egg. Pop this in here to convert it into the right file format.
Egg. Egg.
Teeny bit of boost. The eggs are normally a little bit louder than that.
Egg.
There we go. And then we'll save it as OGG.
Andy Plem tipped £5. Please could I have a blackbird egg? And
Of
I will
course.
send you a recording tomorrow.
No problem. That's next on the egg list.
Egg.
Okay, Oracle of Truth. This would be Tom Yegg. What does I call it? Where is it? What does I call it? Tom Yegg, I called it. Tom Yegg. And we've also got Oracle egg. Tom Yegg, Oracle egg. Okay, Oracle, please say the word egg for me.
Egg.
Custom eggs for...
Egg.
What? Something is afoot. Okay, something must have gone very wrong here.
Egg.
We will resolve this, Oracle.
Egg.
Please do not sweat. Please do not sweat your little life out.
Egg. Egg.
Say egg again, Oracle.
Egg.
No case sensitivity. You can't say egg. You've said egg too much.
Egg. Egg.
What's going on here? You've been a timeout. Let me show you the triggers for egg. It's every possible
Egg.
thing you could think of. egg on its own, egg in a sentence, egg at the end of a sentence, egg as the beginning of a sentence, egg in a word, egg to start a word, and egg appearing at the end
Egg.
of a word. Which I'm sure is overkill. I've just written every single combination I could think of. Oracle of truth.
Egg. Egg. Egg.
Why does it not work? Who egg? Pull value username. Would it help to do that? Would it help to do that,
Egg.
maybe? The only thing I can think of is you are the only person
Egg.
who has...
Mighty Fighty Shush Bugs tipped £5. Please can I get a
Egg.
Nick Clegg egg?
Yeah, absolutely.
Egg.
The only thing I can think of is that you are the only person... You're the person that I've written it in capitals. I don't know if that's going to have anything to do with anything. Maybe the capitalization is an issue. Could you say it again now, and we'll see if it maybe doesn't save the string as with capitals. No.
Egg.
Egg.
Yeah, it does both eggs. Again, it does both eggs. Yeah, it doesn't like capitalization. I don't know why. I also don't know why.
Egg. Egg.
Okay, I will do
Egg.
other people's eggs, but I'm quite interested in why it triggers both eggs.
Egg.
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 Okay, let me just look at the documentation for a second. So there's a case statement. Oh, a switch statement. Yeah, okay. So a switch statement looks at a variable, and for all the possible different things of it, it gives a
Egg.
and default. Now, according to the documentation, it shouldn't use a default as a case statement text if you want to execute an action when no other cases meet the conditions. Now, if Oracle of Truth types, he should meet the condition that the username matches the string Oracle of Truth. So it shouldn't trigger the default case statement
Egg.
because that
Egg.
says here it only executes an action when no other cases meet the conditions. That's strange. That's strange. It shouldn't even trigger the default if Oracle of Truth speaks. I think. What if there's always two eggs? There's not always two eggs, though. I write egg and it's just
Egg.
the normal default egg, isn't it?
Egg.
Egg.
I mean, one thing I could do in the default is say, like, no other case statement has been triggered. Like, if the username does not equal any of these, actually, I could do that. I could do that. Hang on. Oh no, I can't. No, I could.
Egg.
I know how to do it. I've got to put a little delay in like milliseconds. So it would be an if statement. This should make it so that there's only one egg 'cause it's annoying me, right? It's an if statement and it says like if egg egg unique equals 0. So the first thing you need to do is you need to make a And you need to make it initialize there. Oh god, how do you do that? Oh no. Somewhere. Okay. Okay, good. Oh god, and what have I called this initialize variable? If, wrong thing, need to go to egg. Okay, when you initialize it, there should be
Egg.
egg unique egg or something like that. Yeah, egg unique. If egg unique equals 0, then and that delay should be like 5 or something. And everything else doesn't need to worry about it. Egg unique equals 0, then you do everything else. Then everything else can happen. And with everything else, let's just try it with Oracle of Truth. You could add a couple of extra case statements, which is to like set that variable to something else so it fails the other check. So you could set this variable egg unique equals 1. Does that 0? So it fails the other check. And then at the end of that, you can also then reset egg unique to be 0 again. So boom, boom, boom. What did I just do? Did I just reinsert Dr. Plem underneath that? That's a mess. That's very messy. Delete this, please. Undelete. Literally stop uncheck. Stop having everything checked. Don't have Dr. Plem nested inside Oracle. That's really messy. That's Dr. Plem again.
It's some of that lovely Dr. Plem, and I'm just so glad to be drinking it.
Copy and paste this. And then after 500 milliseconds, we'll change it back to 0. That
Egg.
is a little test. Oracle, can you now say egg?
Egg.
Egg.
Hang on. Did it double egg again? Say egg.
Egg. Egg.
Egg.
Check. What's happening? Jamber's just brought me some tea. In a mug that says Seed Morley. She can hear me screaming all night. I'm just screaming all the time these days. I'm just screaming all day long. I remember when I barely screamed. I just want to be Fox Dog Studios. I just want to be Fox Dog. And I'm barely even Sean Morley these days.
Natalie tipped £5. Would like my egg to resemble a mini egg, your choice of colour, but not say egg with a lot of delight and enthusiasm.
I'm going to work out why it says double egg at some other point. Now let's just make people some eggs. And I'll fix that. I don't know when. I thought I could do a lot of stream maintenance stuff tonight. But it turns out every time I try to do anything, it takes 5 hours. Every time I try to do something simple, it takes 5 hours. Okay. Let's just go through my egg. Let's just go through my egg requests. What's this thing saying? Okay.
Egg.
Keith Chegwin, may my egg be a Gudetama, please? Of course, Josie Russell. Tama means egg. Do you want this guy? Or do you want this guy? Or do you want this guy? Ooh,
Egg.
or do you want this guy? This is a potential right here. There's actually quite a lot of Gudetama designs that are all pretty good. We've got quite a lot of Gudetama options. I'd like one that's kind of upright like this, that goes up. I'd like one that's fits the rough egg space.
Egg.
There's a Netflix Gudetama. I personally like Gudetama crawling into egg with bum out. Crawling into egg with bum out. You mean like crawling into an egg shell or crawling into the albumin? Yeah, I think a bit of bum. Oh, you mean this? The GIF. It's going to be quite low res. It's going to be quite low resolution. This is bum out. Hang on. Hang on. Let's get all the options nice and clear and ready.
Egg.
I think a bit of bum out is important. Got better. That's an enamel pin. That's me looking at documentation and getting confused. Crawling into egg with bum out. This is the one you want, yeah? You don't see a lot of Gudetamas. Personality. Yeah? Okay, well that's current. That's like a tea towel or something, but we can probably tin eye ourselves more to a god level PNG. Yeah, this is all one of those images that's been like scalped by a million Redbubble alikes. Like even this is probably something. Nevertheless, actually, what's the res? What's the res? I can work with that. Oh, ready? I can get rid of buy though. I'm not. Oh, Bread Santa's sent an egg sound request. I will get around to that, Bread, but I'm going to do things in donation order. Give us a semblance of order from chaos. Okay, please select the most obvious subject. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, you fool. You fool. Okay, good. Good. And now it was taken out the shell. It was I wanted the shell to remain white. No. No. There we go. And just be a hard brush. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Okay, Gudetama, come in, please. And of course, Jonesy, if you want to have your own sound, feel free to send me one. Gudetama, and we'll just pop them in. Easy enough to remember. Gudetama. Lovely. Give them some size parity with the others. That's nice. And let's see if I can do this without breaking anything. Something's already gone wrong. Okay. Something's already gone wrong. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. It's fine. Okay, Gudetama. Jonesy Russell, please say egg.
Egg.
Egg voice has been sent. Okay.
Egg.
Russell Egg.
Egg. Egg.
Egg.
Egg.
Nice. It's nice. You've perfectly just got neutral.
Egg.
I'll give you a bit
Egg.
more boost. Bit more boost.
Egg.
Very, very, very good. Very good. Has anyone ever complimented you on your ability to say the word egg? Because I think it's absolutely balmy if you haven't been told that you have a skill.
Egg.
Please say egg. You got double egg. Everyone's going to get double eggs.
Egg.
Egg.
Very, very good. Very, very, very good. Okay, what's next in my bag of egg requests? Can I please can I have a blackbird egg? Yes. Yes. Blackbird egg. Eggs? No way. Oh. Blackbird eggs are very nice. Do you want it to be definitely 100% intact? Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Blackbird egg. There we go. They're gorgeous. They're like secret little stones. This is quite nice. They're all very nice. You've picked a very beautiful egg. You've picked a most wonderful egg. Most wonderful egg indeed. Oh no! This egg is not well. You can see it's been infected by little letter A's. I have to go to Wikimedia, but it's very dark, this one. It's still very beautiful.
Egg.
But it's also ugly and shit. Nevertheless, I bet I can brighten it up a little bit. With a little bit of
Egg.
shop
Egg.
magic. Looks like a plum. Thank you as well, Andy. We are achieving a perfect symbiosis. Don't worry, I'm an egg doctor. We'll make this egg look. Oh my god, I've marked the egg. I'm an egg
Egg.
doctor. Egg. Andy would also prefer a blue or egg. And of course, you'd like it to be a naturally blue or egg, right? You wouldn't accept this kind of nonsense of like,
Egg.
you know, you wouldn't accept that. That's not real. That's fake. Okay, let's go hunting.
Egg.
Why artificial when there's nature's blue? Because nature's blue's all in nests, and I want an egg on its own with a clear perimeter. Nevertheless, we'll find one. The world is a big place, and it's quite literally full of birds. Is there anywhere that doesn't have birds? Least birds area.
Egg.
List of least concerned birds. Number 1, penguins. That's cheered me right up. Look at that. Most birds aren't going extinct. That's great. Penguins doing fine. No predators. Apart from the cold, I suppose. Global warming. Let's smash up the resolution. The one next to that chicken egg. Too late, the delays. Who knows what I was looking at when you said that? Well, probably a blackbird egg near a chicken egg. Nevertheless, time she marches on. I don't know why it's surrounded with a border of a different image, but this is gorgeous. Tinai, are you smart enough to be able to realise I just want the thing in the middle and not give me other
Egg.
things that have got massive borders? No, you stupid machine. These are blue and relatively clear. It's all wrong, Jambird. It's all wrong. The problem is that even though... Let me get rid of the word undefined. Right. Deal with that later. No, nothing is to scale. Everything's roughly the same size. Hi, Psycho Geezer. How you doing? Do you like eggs? I have faith in clipping abilities. It's that they're. I wish I had an egg. I wish I had an egg I could
Egg.
show you. I tell you what, I'll use this hourglass. Now, an egg is a lot. Let me get big. I need to explain myself because sometimes I feel like I'm just not being understood. This is too bright. It's too bright, making me look like I'm okay. So an egg is a lot like an hourglass.
Egg.
You want to see an egg like this, right? Like you want to see an hourglass like this. But the way they presented the nest is they're all a bit like this, all a bit like this, all a bit like this, all a bit like this. You can't deal with that in Photoshop. You just need to see it on, right? Because like the hourglass, an egg tells a story. It tells a story of a bird. It tells the first chapter of a story about a bird.
Egg.
It's not what we're looking for, but can I just say a little honourable
Egg.
mention to this starling? This picture looks fake as hell, but it's pretty incredible. I don't know if this will send, but maybe an egg collector. I mean, I can see
Egg.
some blackbird eggs in there, I think. It's too small, though.
Egg.
Oh, it's too small, though. Blackbird egg, high resolution. Tell you what. I tell you what. I'm going to concede because maybe this bottom one is good. Even then, it's not very sharp. I really want Andy Plem to feel.
Egg.
Yeah, all right. All right. I accept. I accept these eggs. It's very nice. Little pentagram. And now they're all dirty. They all need egg doctoring. Okay. Scalpel.
Egg.
I like the harmony we achieve there.
Egg. Egg.
Egg.
Andy, do you want all these eggs? Do you want 5 eggs?
Egg.
Maybe it could say egg, 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 egg.
Egg.
Egg, 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 egg. Okay, I need to not be a perfectionist about this because you're not going to
Egg.
notice these little contours. You can see them very clearly against a flat white background, but it's never really going to appear against a flat white background on the stream.
Egg. Egg.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Very nice and good. Just some quick incisions here into the shadow of the egg. Very nice. Lots of eggs to think about. Very, very healthy. Very, very healthy amount of eggs.
Egg.
Egg.
Egg. Does anyone feel any amount of linguistic fatigue relating to the word egg? Because obviously I definitely think it's in our best interest to push through that feeling.
Egg. Egg. Egg.
Also very healthy to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that it might be becoming an issue. Okay, good.
Egg.
Andy Plem, all one word. Recording coming at a later date. I'll call it Andy Plemegg. Let's get it on the pile. Andy Plemegg. Andy Plemegg. And you know what? Just while we wait.
Egg, 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 egg. Egg, 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 egg. Egg. Egg, 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 egg. Egg, 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 egg. Egg, 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 egg.
Just, oh no, Mighty Fight, you only exist to break. You only exist to break things. You're a menace. Turn that off for a bit. Turn it off until I understand how it works. Did I save this? No, I didn't. Mighty Fighty came in with a hammer. Andy Plemegg. Okay, that's 5 statements. Copy those statements. Paste the statements. Make that be Andy Plem. Unhide. Change that for Andy Plemegg. Change that for... Oh god, what do they call it? Probably Andy Plemegg. Andy Plemegg. Okay, Andy Plemegg. Andy Plemegg. Say egg. I think the chat can break doing something wrong. I'm well aware. I spent a whole hour explaining that I've done something wrong.
Egg, 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 egg.
I'm very aware. I'm very aware that I've done something wrong. I've sinned.
Egg. Egg.
He's going to get a Nick Clegg egg. Of course. Nick Clegg used to live around by me. And now he lives in Silicon Valley.
Egg.
Egg,
Telling
egg, egg, egg.
Facebook to sell your aunt's blood type to an oligarch. It feels a little bit like Nick Clegg has aged wrong on purpose, which is just the
Egg.
kind of flipping thing he'd do. Well, all these pictures suck. What's on his wiki? Yeah, go on. Yeah, I'll take that. Wiki's always got the best ones. Here we go. We have to save this at the end. I've DM'd some audio on Discord to of my Clegg egg. Thank you very much. Cannot wait to implement. Okay, I think so far my my egg workflow has brought nothing but joy. So let's keep to what
Egg.
we know. I like that we've kind of got an in media res Clegg, like he's clearly in the middle of saying or doing something. I like that. It brings character to the egg. Okay, let's just very briefly try to scale the Clegg. And again, as ever, one for hair, one for head. One for hair can be a lot more brusque. Is that the word I want? Be a lot more clipped and firm. Take no prisoners. What? No ears, though. Very, very, very important that you all remember now. None of my eggs have ears. And they're not about to start having ears. So if you want an egg with an ear, quite frankly, I can't help you. You're too far gone. You're beyond my skills to save.
Egg.
Okay, that's
Egg.
very nice. And then we want to get rid of all of anything that reminds us of humanity. Won't take long. Because we're dealing with Nick Clegg. What about one of those mics with the shape of an ear on their back?
Egg.
I have no idea what you're talking about. One of those mics with the shape of an ear on their back. Have you made this up? Is this an invention of yours, Psycho Geezer? It was a weird for science thing. Oh. Okay, yeah, it was one of those weird novelty from the weirdo section of IFL science pages and stuff. St. Lambert's tip £3. Can I have an egg? Is only. I'll find out what that is when I get round to it. Keep the suspense at an all-time high for myself. Okay. We're getting some good eggs through today. I think it's very funny that I wasted everyone's time with an hour of abortive Leoran board fiddling that didn't even work. And then you've all very deftly got me onto egg making instead as a replacement. This is very good audience streamer management. I feel like I'm feel like you all whip round to soothe me. And I recognise it, I appreciate it, and I need it. Okay, and the head, the face should always, wow, face should always scale up in relation to everything else. There we go. Clegg. Oh, and the egg needs to come too. And centre that in the middle. There we go. What a wonderful Clegg. The only thing that can make it better perhaps is also if I go into the levels and just give it the same contrast that I gave to Tom Yegg. Chucked a bit of red into the low end, like so, and now he really feels like he belongs on that egg, you know?
Egg.
Egg.
There we go, that's very nice. There's our Clegg. Clegg. Let's get Clegg into the egg board. Clegg. Face could be bigger. It's pretty big. Clegg. Okay, and we've got something in from Mighty Fighty. Clegg. We'll pull this in to reformat.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Very nice.
Egg.
Very, very good. It's very funny, actually. Okay. And we'll implement Mighty Fighty Shush Bugs. Doesn't seem to like capitals, so we won't include them. We'll put the... That's Chegg. Don't mix up Chegg and Clegg. Then we've got Clegg here. And Clegg here. I think this is case sensitive. Over, so let me just check. Good. Okay, Mighty Fighty, can you please say egg?
Egg.
I'm
Egg.
sorry.
There we go. You are being doubled up on eggs. I will solve that. How many eggs are there to go? Natalie's? then put in a voice thing for Bread Center, which will only take a second, and then Laub. So probably not long. Setlab, if you would like to record a voice line of you saying "eeg," that's probably a good idea. Eeg would be would be welcome. Okay, Natalie has tipped £5. Egg, I would like my egg to resemble a mini egg, your choice of colour, but not brown. Please say egg with a lot of delight and enthusiasm. I get to resemble a mini egg. Well, do you know what resembles a mini egg quite a lot? A mini egg. One mini egg. Is there an image of one mini egg?
I'm
Egg.
sorry.
Yes. Yes, there are. I think I'm going to go with this very speckled one. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, this is a very incredibly high-res single Cadbury's Easter egg. Great. It's very high-res. Okay. Where are you?
Egg.
I like this. This is a nice
Egg.
This is a nice image. It's so high res
Egg.
and captures this weird texture. It doesn't make it look that appetizing. We add a little bit more contrast. Yeah, we do. I don't want this to look appetizing. I think it would be more
Egg.
fun not looking like that. Pull out some of these reds here. There we go. Very, very nice. Nah, I don't want to change the colour. Makes it look too artificial. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. What a lovely egg. Okay, so my brief is delight and enthusiasm. I'm sure I can muster that. All this Natalie egg. Oh no, hang on. This is going to be unnecessarily huge. Yes, it's bigger than it needs to be. This is as big as it should be. Natalie egg. Okay. Natalie egg. Probably should name all the eggs after the person whose eggs they are. Let me read the wording of this again. A lot of delight and enthusiasm. Let me have a little sip. Let me have a double dip. A little double dip sip. Gets your vocal cords. If you double dip sip fast enough, you can expand your vocal cords by about 5 times their diameter. An egg! Yeah, something like that, I think. That's because I double dip sip, so I could pull that off. An egg! Nope, I sound worried. I shouldn't have done the take. I should have kept it. I should have recorded my first take. An egg! An egg! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. An egg! An egg! An egg! That's pretty good. I think that's good. An egg! An egg! An egg! An egg! That's good. What do we think of the pitch?
An egg. An egg.
Egg.
An egg.
An egg. An egg.
Egg.
No pitch shift. An egg!
I'm
Egg.
sorry.
An egg! An egg! An egg!
Egg. 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 Egg.
An egg! An egg! An egg! No pitch shift. Keep it au natural.
Egg.
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 We'll call it Natalie egg. Natalie egg. Again, everyone's double egg at the moment. I will solve it. I don't know when though. When do I have time to do anything? When do people have time to live? When do people find the time to live and just be? To live with nature. Okay, Natalie.
I'm
Egg.
sorry.
Oh, 84 underscore Natalie. Natalie egg. And then we've got
Egg.
probably what is probably called Natalie egg. Natalie egg, like I thought. Just what like I thought. Just what like I thought it was. Okay, Natalie, can you say egg for me, please? Say egg for me. It's a favour for me. No one else can do this for you. It has to be you. It has to be you who says egg. Egg.
More 3,193 tipped £5. Can I have an egg wrapped in a cape like Bela Lugosi's Dracula, sounding sinister?
Egg. Egg. Is that? I'm trying to think how I should do the Bela Lugosi egg. Unless more you would like to send me an egg yourself. Speaking of which, we have an egg noise in. Okay. This is the clip that Bread Santa would like to use.
Have you eaten?
Apparently, there's something very interesting 20 seconds
Sorry.
in.
That.
This? Le Fongelet?
Eggs and aspic.
Very nice, very nice. Very important stuff here. Let's see if we can find one of these sites that just puts it into an MP3 for us. And then we can rip the operative word. A lot of these sites aren't working so much anymore. Because, as far as I can tell, illegal. Well, I don't know if they're illegal.
Egg.
They probably are. Probably should keep it under the monitor. Just pretend I didn't do it. Just pretend I didn't say it. I need Columbo saying egg, and there are other ways to get it. This is just the one I'm choosing. This is just my life. And this is how I choose to live it.
Egg.
Sorry.
Can I get
Egg.
eggs in aspic, not just egg? Yes, sure. At some point, I will probably put down some ground rules about how much can be in. I think as long as it's short, it's fine.
Egg.
I mean, I said egg, 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 so. Okay. Columbo incoming.
Egg.
Done. Okay. I heard that it's around 20 Earth seconds.
Eggs and aspic.
I'm
Egg.
sorry.
Eggs and aspic. Eggs and aspic.
Egg.
Eggs and aspic. Eggs and aspic. Eggs and aspic.
Egg.
Eggs and aspic.
I'm going to see if I can just get that as a knife chopping sound, and I wonder if you can still hear them just as well if I just take out that little waveform.
Eggs and aspic.
Oh. Was I wrong about it being that?
Eggs and aspic. Eggs and aspic.
Oh no, it's Wally saying the C sound of aspic. Nevertheless, it's going in.
Egg.
Columbo. Go in, go in. Find the bread. Oh, it's saved into the wrong folder. As a favour to me, please in future save into the correct folder. Okay, save. Save. Please say egg for me. Have we tested Natalie's egg as well?
Eggs and aspic.
Very nice, very nice. Can I have an egg that is only an egg-shaped ear, please? Egg-shaped ear Quran. Hang on. Oh, egg-shaped earth. Right, the Quran says the earth's shaped like an egg. Well, allegedly. I don't care. It's off the point. So for a second I thought that the Quran said there was an egg that was shaped like an ear or something. Oh, this is an urn, maybe? Egg-shaped urn? Ear that looks like egg. Ugh, no. No. Okay, ear. I have to say, this ear model here has an incredibly egg-like ear. This is a very egg-like ear.
Egg.
And maybe even we could bring him in here. An egg in an ear? It's not what I've been told to do. It is an egg that is only an egg-shaped ear. There is no egg in it. I honor my clients. And I treat them naively, like they infallibly are absolutely certain of what they want.
Egg.
So I'm going to get this ear, and I'm going to shape it so much like an egg. And that's my job. And I maybe might texture it like an egg. Maybe it'll be egg textured or something like that. I'll flip my life into hell. Okay, and I think this ear is going to shape up to be quite egg-shaped. I don't think a lot of people's ears really are this shape. I think this is, you know, the artificial world of ear modelling talking here. Sorry, I'm already in my own mind blurring the line between egg and ear. But there we go. And now what I would like to do, if the court will allow, is to sort of try and texture the ear with the egg. So firstly, we'll lower the opacity so that we can see the ear and egg all at once. We'll give ourselves the X-ray eyes. It's all true ear egg fanatics crave.
Egg.
Great, and now we can sort of do this thing here. No, I have done it 100 wrong. Okay, and then if we sort of probably got to be multiply. It always is, isn't it? We can add some of that speckling, some of the egg speckling onto the ear. Maybe if we turn down the opacity, we avoid adding too much of the colour. Or maybe if we turn down the saturation, sorry, we can bring some of the speckling in. Oh, this is horrid. This is a horrible thing I've made. And I'm not sad. I'm not sad about it at all. Oh, the egg didn't stretch properly on the bottom bit. Never matter. Never matter, I shall actually get rid of the ear to suit this. And I think here maybe that's a bit of something. There we go. That's your ear egg. Oh, sorry, I've been in the way for quite some time. That's the ear egg. That's my vision, and I'll call it eeg. And now let's bring in the eeg. This is the eeg. It just looks like an ear mostly, but it has this horrible mild speckling that it's not nice. Not actually slightly nice. Hey, and now I think maybe there's a sound wave for me. Lovely. It's already correctly formatted. I'll nevertheless very cheekily still bring it into Audition. Probably is going to be fine as if it's change. But I will check it anyway. No, it's perfect.
Earg.
Very nice. Very nice. There's nothing to change. I did change it. I took off a tiny bit of silence, but it made me feel good to change something, you know? Made me feel involved. St. Laub, there's no underscore or anything there. It's just one thing. Yes, St. Laub. I think the era of underscores is on the wane. I save it in just the wrong area. Is it just somewhere random? Is it just in a rando spot now? Where are you? Why are you saving there again? You belong here with the other ears. Eggs. The other eggs. Okay. Laub. Eeg. I've probably called the file Eeg. 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 And Eeg. Great. Please say egg for me. Og,
Egg.
yes. For egg, og. For other things, normally wav. But as an exception for egg, og. I can tell you why it has to be og. There is a real reason for it, but I think it's boring. I think it's only people like me who want to hear about file formats at this time of night. The cool guys. Can I have an egg wrapped in a cape like Bela Lugosi's Dracula sounding sinister? Yes. I'm also going to put in something like onyx egg. Sort of more. Ah, I thought onyx was really dark. Oh yes. It's too much flair though. It's too much flair though. Egg.
Earg.
Too much flair here. A lot of flair. Nevertheless, we'll do this onyx egg. Oh, did it work? Did it work? I've stopped bothering to check. Egg.
Earg.
Very nice. That sounds like it's working. I mean, I didn't see. I'm not looking at the screen, but it sounds like it's working. Do you know what? I could probably...
I'm
Egg.
sorry.
Do you know, if I, like, do this... I can probably turn down those highlights in a very low-tech way. Just by sort of brushing over them with a dark filter. That might not really look like a lot of anything, you know? That might look shit. I think that does look shit, actually. Why not instead do this? Just paint over it with more of itself in this random array of repeating colours. Oh no, I painted over itself with its own perimeter. I think there's been a bit of its perimeter on it the whole time. Ah well, I guess it's got these highlights on it. Never mind. That's life, innit? Sometimes life is. Cape.
Egg.
Oh, that's very nice. That's very nice. Look at this. Hang on, how did Bela Lugosi look? Bela Lugosi, Dracula. We should do this. This is what we want. This is what we want right here. Can you? Yes, you can just about pick that out. That's great. That's great. Let's put the egg into this. That's what we want. That's what we all want. That's what more wants. I sense. Sense this is going to do a better job at fulfilling Moore's dream. Okay. So these highlights obviously going to look daft. It really does bother me. Can I just get like black rock egg? Black rock egg. No, one egg.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Hello, Chabba
Hello.
Gabba. Look at this. Egg-shaped dark green rock from Dinosaur Home. There are highlights, but they don't show these. This is like a light. A really obvious light. I want this. This is a goth egg. Okay, and then we're going to listen to some Bela Lugosi and just see. I know that Bela Lugosi, he's like the archetypal, like, Sesame Street's The Count style vampire, right? I feel like we've almost got to posterize this thing. Posterizing never looks the way I think it should. It always looks shit. There we go. That's sort of it, isn't it? Egg. Yeah. You're not wrong. I'll tell you what we could do, actually. I'll tell you what we could do, though. More, do you have any appetite for putting a bit of Bela Lugosi on the egg? Lugosiing up the egg. Because I think just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we're on our way. We're nearly in egg heaven. Okay, no hair on this one. No hair on this one. Just some facial. Just some face. Egg. We're doing eggs. Yeah, eggs. The egg thing's getting a bit out of control. We're all having eggs. We're all being eggs. At the moment, I'm making a Bela Lugosi custom egg. Everyone's getting custom eggs.
I'm
Egg.
sorry.
I think this one might be pretty sweet. I do think, like everything, the egg, this whole egg, I have, for some reason, encouraged an egg craze. And I do think it will get out of hand. And there'll come a point where I say, please scale back the eggs. Please, I don't want quite so much eggs. Nevertheless, I think we're in that honeymoon period of each new thing where it's just funny. Egg. Oh, there we go. Look, if you always bring a little bit of texture in underneath the eye, it makes the guy feel like they really are an egg. Look at that. Look at that. Egg. All we need now is to make the head a bit bigger. There we are, look at that. That's nice. That's sick. Tidy it all up a little bit more. Egg. Can I make that look a bit better? Probably. Am I gonna? Will I? I think I want the darks to be really dark. You don't want to get that grey, right? You want to make it look like it's the same colour as the egg. Oh, I don't know how. I don't think I know how. Okay, undo all of that. You want to get some of that grey to darken. Yeah, maybe that's what I wanted. And if you combine them, wow, I don't know. Maybe we obviously need to get rid of the outline of the head. Right, so it's just an egg in a cape. An egg. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Seems alright. seems good. Okay, now let's hear how Bela Lugosi sounds then. Bela Lugosi's Dracula.
Eggs and aspic.
Bela Lugosi Dracula. I have to say, Brad Santa, yours has become the most confusing because you see a squid's egg, but then you hear Columbo say eggs in aspic.
Van Helsing. Now that you have learned what you have learned, it would be well for you to return to your own country.
I prefer to remain and protect those whom you would destroy.
Oh, he's
You
talking.
are too late. My blood now flows through her veins. She will live through the centuries to come, as I have lived.
As
Should you escape us, Dracula,
egg.
we know how to save Miss Mina's soul, if not her life.
If she dies by day, but I shall see that she dies by night.
And I
If
will
she
have
dies
Carfax
by
Abbey
day.
torn down stone by stone, excavated a mile around. I will find your earth box and drive that stake through your heart.
Come here.
Very good. This is good. This is what a vampire would do.
Come here.
Okay. Egg. Come here. Come here. Egg. I'm already not very good at like voice work generally, but the idea of taking a voice like that, I'm thinking you've got one very short word. Come here. Egg. No, I'm saying egg a bit too much like me. Get more into it. Hang on. I've got to go back into the scene. Yeah.
Here.
This is it.
Come here.
Yeah. Yeah. My blood already flows through your veins. Come. Yeah.
Egg.
Egg. Egg. Egg. I think I can do it better. Come here. My blood already flows through your veins. Egg. Even then, he doesn't really sell it, right? He doesn't really sell what he's saying. I've given it way too much welly, but it's probably funnier. Egg. Oh, maybe that. Egg. got the little bit of me laughing there. Egg. Egg. We'll keep it though. I think it's better. I think it's better like this. I'm gonna call it Legosi as well because that's just a bit of fun. It's just a little bit of fun, I think. Okay, did I save that as an org? Yeah, legosi.orgoc. Good. Come here. My blood already flows through your veins. Keep wanting the moment I can't even hold it. The moment I'm trying to do that voice, I think I want to do like some home country's posh, fruity. My blood already flows through my some kind of Matt Berry kind of. Matt Berry would make a good Bela Lugosi. Way off topic. And the topic is eggs. More. Okay, let's find out Moore's ridiculous number infused username. More 3195. More. Grab. Save. Paste. Paste. Okay. More 3195. 3193. This is it. Okay. Legosi. And did I put it in? Did I put it in with the egg stash? Not even. Last one in here is Eog. Okay, I'll call it Legosi. I'm probably
Egg.
gonna remember that. I didn't even export it. What's wrong with me? What's happened to me? Lugosi. Lugosi. Okay. The topic is eggs. The topic is eggs. Lugosi. And Lugosi. Duplicate case stated found at command 43. Dr. Plem. Dr. Plem, Dr. Plem, and Dr. Plem. Yeah, I seem to have written Dr. Plem a whole bunch of times. Probably time to not have Dr. Plem triggering the same thing that many times. Okay,
Egg.
save. Save. More, can you please say egg? Please say egg for me. And what's left on the docket? Charbel Garble subscribes for
Egg.
15 months, said hello. Hello. Okay, good. That means I can try and round off by solving the double egg problem, and then I'm going to bed. After the double egg problem is the double bed problem, which is I need to go to bed on the double. Okay, why is it triggering everyone's eggs twice? Please let this be simple. The documentation suggests this shouldn't be happening. People should get one egg. People should get one egg. Is there something in the if statement?
Egg.
The if statement checks. No, documentation. It's your job
Egg.
to tell me why this is happening. Case statement. You tell me about case statement. Right, why is this happening, please?
Egg.
Yeah, the cases and then the switches. A switch statement is a multiple choice selection. You decide what to execute for
Egg.
each case. Yeah, that makes sense. That will make sense to me. Is it because the custom tags are stacked inside the main egg? No, I can tell you how it works. And maybe in telling you, I'll understand what the problem is. So, everything in this software works on a trigger. Something has to happen on the thing it can monitor that will trigger a thing to happen. Currently, it's just watching out for the word egg in any of its many forms. And when that does happen, it runs the following things. Number one, it's going to roll a dice between 0 and 100, and it is also going to pull out the information of who said egg. Then it's going to bring up something called a switch statement. A switch statement is like an if statement, but it's looking for particular values of a variable. The variable it's looking at is who said egg. And then it looks and it goes, okay, I'm looking for who said egg. And then it looks and it matches them against all these possibilities of people who might say egg. Has Josie Hypatia said egg? Has Dr. Plem said egg? And when you have a thing like this, there's normally a statement which is, okay, if none of those things are true, do this one instead. And we've got one at the bottom, which is default, and that does the normal egg. And the way it should work, which is, this is the way this thing should work in general. But
Egg.
you can use default as a case statement if you want to execute an action when no other cases meet the conditions. And what I think I might do, because Discords are replacing forums increasingly, so it's harder to look stuff up. Case statement default. See if anyone's had this issue in the Discord. Someone else asked about. No. I never thought I'd miss forums being used for this kind of stuff, but it's definitely better than Discords. I'd show private Discords on stream. This isn't a private Discord. Well, I don't know. I won't do it in future. It's just a help Discord for a piece of software, but and I don't even know the difference between public and private Discords. I didn't realise that was I have done wrong. Okay, I'm going to try a very little thing. Maybe the default case should be at the top. And maybe it should check the default before it checks the rest. I don't know why that would fix it, but I don't know what else. I don't know what else to try. Hiding 14 commands. Keep going. Keep going. We'll get you up there. It really shouldn't make any difference, to be absolutely quite honest with you. But just in case it does.
Egg.
Okay, can someone say egg? Someone with a custom egg, sorry. Is that a nice try?
Eggs and ass.
Oh.
Egg.
Yeah, I had both for both.
Egg.
Egg.
So it's not operating in the way that the documentation suggests it should.
Egg.
Sorry.
Add one switch statement and then nest case statements commands inside for each case. I've done that. Here's the switch, and the switch looks at the username of the person who said egg. The solutions I can think of are very long-winded. You'd have to use lots of if statements. Is it counting default as a custom egg? Does it need to be outside the nest though? No, because everything. Shellball, just donate and ask for a custom egg. Just if you donate and just describe an egg you want. I'm kind of encouraging people to record their own egg.
Sorry.
But you don't have to do that.
Egg.
Like St. Laub said erg, because his egg's an ear. So it's an eeg. That's not clear. It's not clear. There's going to be a way to solve it. I'm going to solve it in my own time. It's late, and I need to go and watch the Alex Jones trial. Okay? Can you respect that about my life? I need to go and watch what he's got to pay in damages and how much and why. That's my life, and you have to respect it. I'm going to do a lot of this lure and board stuff in my own time. I'll fix all of this stuff.
Egg.
I always forget that it just leads me down this rabbit hole, and it takes me ages to troubleshoot anything. This Friday, we are making the People's History of British Politics. which will be a public Google Calendar detailing all
Egg.
of. Nice. Sorry, Josie. Naked eggs will have to wait. Only double eggs are possible at the moment. I will fix and I will discover. To be honest, I might just go into that Discord. I have 2 questions to ask, and they're very basic. It might be easy just for me to bother people. Josie Hypatia sitting on the egg until it hatches at the end of every stream is very, very funny. And because it only happens once, I might be more willing to make that one more bombastic. No, it won't. But now that I know it's not going to be a regular appearance, I'm more happy to make it.
Sorry.
And also, there's already been a bit of scope drift on how different the audio is going to be. I feel like flag should be a public command. Yeah, I'm willing to make that a possibility. As for now, I'm going to shut my brain down and go back into trial absorption mode. I'll be back on Friday evening, 8 p.m, where we'll be making British politics public Google Calendar. Robot egg. As for now, let me tuck down into my little lodge. Send you all on a little raid. Bid you good night. Be well. Who's about? What's Angel doing? Oh, it's
I'm sorry.
Daffycakes is up at the horrible fringe.
Eggs and
Why don't we go check in on how all that's going? Right, everyone, I will see you all soon. Goodbye. And I'll see you soon. Maybe see you on Friday. Oh, and if there's anyone lurking, come in the Discord, say hello, and only good things will result. Ta-ra.